Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sean Prado, and here's a brief overview of my digital division tutorial. With this tutorial, I wanted students to learn about division. I wanted them to understand the terms and the steps to solving a problem, and also how to check to make sure their answer is correct. I wanted to incorporate technology as well by having them create a video tutorial explaining how to solve a division problem. I focused on my learners in the 5th grade classroom I used to teach in. I focused on those standards. The objectives are, if they're given a division problem, a piece of paper and a pencil, they'll be able to solve and explain their thinking through each step. Also, given a video recording device, whether it's a camera, a phone, an iPad, they'll be able to record, save, and then also edit the recording using either Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, and also be able to embed this video onto a digital presentation. I wanted to use the web tool Glogster because I thought it was a little bit easier, more enjoyable way for students to talk about the steps in solving a division problem, the terms, and also embed their video. I chose the instructional design model Pebble in the Pond, because I wanted to show them a real-world problem, a division problem that I thought might be over their head. In this approach, you show a whole problem, and then you backtrack and show easier problems or less difficult problems for them to solve. I found this approach very useful because students would build confidence. If I can solve this easier problem, then of course I should be able to solve that. And by following the steps of division, they'll be able to solve even more difficult problems. My instructional technologies, I use a wide variety of them, but first let's go ahead and focus on the strategies. My instructional strategy, this lesson should take roughly 10 days, 2 days of introduction, sharing information, creating graphic organizers on steps of division, graphic organizers discussing what video tutorials look like, and then applying this information over a 6-day period, working on division problems, challenging their peers to division problems, and also recording, editing, and saving their videos, and then utilizing the web tool Glogster in the computer lab. And then finally 2 days of sharing their presentations and then also reflecting on what they learned, what could have been done better with the lesson, things of that nature. The tools, of course, I would want to utilize a smart board to create the graphic organizers, pencil and paper while the students are working on problems in the classroom and challenging one another. I would want to use a computer lab that also had a smart board so the students could individually work on playing around with Glogster, and I could show them on the smart board different areas and different tools with Glogster. I created a rubric, and of course, as you know, video recording devices, and these could have been cell phones, flip cameras, iPads, and the like. The learning outcomes, the formative assessments would occur throughout the lesson, just observing the students, listening to them ask questions. They would turn in papers that their peers would give them to solve a certain division problem, and then they would turn in that paper and explain their thinking during each step of the division problem. The summative assessments would be grading their final project based upon a rubric. Their classmates and myself would be evaluating, and I would take those scores into consideration. And then also finally at the end there would be one division problem that all the students would need to try and solve based upon everything we learned in this lesson. The project evaluation, it would be peer reviewed. I would have fellow teachers or even graduate school classmates review my instructional design plan and give me feedback, remove things, add things, and then also talking to a subject matter expert, whether it's a math professor or even a childhood education expert, to see, once again, what would I need to leave in, take out, add to this design. Finally, that's all I have. Hopefully you've enjoyed the tutorial and have a wonderful winter break, everybody. Thank you very much.